What's up, guys? Sokon here. So I've got some videos out about some playstyle and how to set things up. In this video, I'm using the exact same gear setup in a previous video I posted about Game Barbarian build. So I'm using the exact same build as what's in that video. And I just wanted to go through a greater rift real quick. So if anyone was interested in my gameplay style and how to get a lot of progress and give yourself some time to kill the Rift Guardian, you can have a good idea of that of watching the rest of this video.
I need fury.
So we'll see what happens. What kind of rift I get. And yeah, Ariad's Crater. I mean, it can be a really good map. Like I said in one of my previous videos, I've beaten like 4 or 5 49s already, within the timer, 49 solos. So I only have one 49 key left. I was hoping I could just use this 49 key and beat it on this video, and then either way, I'm gonna post this video, and we'll see what's up. I've also messed around with my microphone a couple of times. It seems like I can't get it quite right. It's been too loud, and then it's been too quiet, and then I've changed it again to increase it a little bit more. So I hope you're not watching my videos and adjusting your volume, and then all of a sudden you can't hear me, and then it's way too loud. And in the next video, not that too many people have watched very many of my videos at this point, but yeah, hopefully it's at a good level now. So I've got, this is a pretty good mob type. I just happen to have, there's a decent density here. I just have a lot of mobs that what's up with Barb is if you have mobs that don't want to walk towards you, like these archers, then it can be difficult. But if you got ranged mobs that don't want to walk towards you, you can have a tough time. All you really need is the mobs that will walk towards you, that don't run away. And then you can cluster them really good. You can even use ground stomp to cluster them a little bit better for you. And yeah, it's just a really basic component of kind of what the barbarian is looking for. There are some, there's mobs that give better progression than others. There is that aspect of it, but it's not like the hulking beasts or the hulking monsters and the dust eaters and the gold gores. I mean, all those types of mobs that give good progression that people are looking for, they're not mobs that run away from you. So that's a big key thing, because the closer they walk towards you, the more they're clustering, and the more easily you're going to be able to kill them, because your splash damage is hitting all of them. I don't think I'm going to mess with this mob anymore. See if I can get away from it. So I have no movement speed on right now. If it looks like I'm walking really slowly, I've got no movement speed, that's why. Because the plan is for this rift, if I get Stone Stinger, then I'll be like, oh, I wish I had some movement speed. And it's not like Paragon's not locked down. I could change it, it would suck away from my time to change it. So I can't change my Paragon while the time is, while the game is paused. But yeah, the plan right here, wearing that Mars Kaleidoscope, the plan is to get a poison boss and just stand next to him and let both Kathos take him down. I have my this is nasty right here. The Arcane is so bad, and he's almost close to 50s. Pretty bad. Gonna have to leave those mobs half dead. Oh, what's that? Oh, conduit? Oh, I'm definitely going back for him. See if I can get back to these two elites in time. Yeah, that's what you get. Can I make it back to that other yellow? Or maybe not. Alright, well. Yeah. So yeah, anyways, what I was saying was, the plan is to just get a poison ball, stand next to it, and just let my Volcathos ring take it down, included with my other dots. And like I was saying, I have critical hit damage shut off, so that way you can see the white. You'll be able to see the white numbers, especially when I get to the single target of the Rift Guardian. You'll be able to see. I get white ticks for starting out 150 to 180 million white ticks while I'm standing next to the Rift Guardian. And when he's below 30% life, and I have Wrath of the Berserker on, you'll see white ticks for over 300 million on the Rift Guardian, which is that's pretty good single target damage. That's just my white ticks from my physical or my pain enhancer, the Raycor dot, and the Volcathos wedding band, all combined to that white tick damage. More so that's not a good mob type for us as Barbarian. It's more so the density that you're looking for. There's some maps right now that are like always have good density. Almost always have good density. Ariad's Crater's been awesome. The Silver Spire map is the best, consistently the best. It's always just gonna be packed density. So if I could run that map, over and over and over again for 53 clears or something, I'd eventually get it, But Silver Spire, you don't get it too often. Ariad's Crater, it can be amazing. One clear, I had Pony map, Whimsyshire mobs in Ariad's Crater, and I just completely crushed it on a 49. I had 8 minutes and 45 seconds to kill Arathon, and it took a while to kill Arathon, but I beat that in the time limit for one of the 49s I did. But you're not gonna see that map very often. Maybe one out of 50 rifts, 1 out of 100 rifts you do. You're gonna see the the Whimsyshire mods. And they don't just show up in the Ariad's Crater map. They show up in several maps. Ariad's Crater just happens to be one of the maps that you're probably going to get really good density, and it's probably going to be a very large map. What is that? That's power. That's pretty good. That's powered right there. Kind of sick of having arcane mobs to kill. It's a pain. That arcane, if I just accidentally charge and stand on top of it for a second, I'll just instantly die. It's pretty bad. But I would like to spawn the Rift Guardian somewhere close to this power pylon. I might keep going way over here and then come back. Huh. Another thing to watch out for is when you spawn the Rift Guardian, if you try to do that, unless you have a pylon for it to be next to, but if you try to spawn that Rift Guardian at the beginning of a map, you come across no pylon that you want to spawn him next to, if you can spawn him at the beginning of a map, that's always a good method. When you're doing these GRs here, I found a power pylon out there. I'd kind of like to spawn him close to that power pylon. We're doing a really bad job these last couple of minutes. But spawning him at the beginning of a map. So the thing is that if you spawn a Rift Guardian at the beginning of a map, there's a good chance that a lot of mobs on that map are still up when the Rift Guardian spawns. Yeah, it kills everything close to the Rift Guardian, but sometimes it leaves a significant number of monsters up. So if it does that, you know, and some Rift Guardians are better at following you than others, like Ember will follow really well. Rhyme will follow really well. So it's a good strategy to use on those two Rift Guardians particularly, because they're pretty hard to kill. But if you can drag them through a ton of monsters and just charge and hit them with your splash damage and, you know, whatever, you might have a good chance at killing those two Rift Guardians. So that's always a good, you know, it's a good strategy, it's a good thing to be aware of. It's hit or miss on that. It's, you know, it's random. You know, sometimes you'll find big patches of mobs that are still alive in, you know, after the Rift Guardian stuff. You'll find big patches of mobs still alive, and this is horrible, this part right here for me. And other times everything will be dead. So, but it's worth trying. Wow, this sucks. This sucks. I should have clicked that, the way this is going, I should have just clicked that power pylon, killed those two elites, and then just been on my way. Because right now, this is, it's not like I'm trying to beat the 49 right now, but it would be nice to, you know, post a video where I'm not just eating it all over the place. I'm gonna click it now with nothing here close to me to kill, because that's probably a good idea. Oh, what is that, illusionist mob? Okay, I killed that elite. Oh, killed that one too. Cool. Oh, great. Perdition? So typically, I would just leave right now. Normally, I would just, pretty much always, you get Perdition, you're doing like a 49, like I would just leave. But, just so you guys can see the white ticks on the Rift Guardian, how much that dot damage does do, I'll stick around for a second. Huh. I'm surprised he landed that attack. I just ground stomped him. Those white ticks that happened while I was dead, that's just from the toxin gem. He's one of the hardest bosses. I basically, like, when this happens, depending on what I'm doing or what I want to do, I might just like AFK for like 10 minutes, come back, the timer's done, and then I'll finish him off, you know, because I can instantly repop. But yeah, you see, I've got Wrath up right now, and that was just a 238 million tick, 233, 223, 217. Those white ticks, see how fast they're popping up? 13 million, 13 million, 13 million, 13 million, 13 million from the toxin. Well, that's the rate of the that's the rate of which your Volcathos is ticking. So your Volcathos ring is gonna do that 2,000% weapon damage, or 0.4% of the mob's health, capped at 2,000% weapon damage at that rate that you're seeing. You know, some people say it's twice a second. I don't know what the exact rate is. The patch notes for Volcathos ring, when it was changed, say once a second, but it's obviously faster than that if you watch the white tick. So, well, now you get some white ticks from my Coda mob, but it's faster than once a second. But I don't think it's twice a second. It's like every 0.6 seconds or 0.7 seconds you get that white tick. But it is a significant amount of damage. Although, you know, it only happens if you can stand next to the mob. And, you know, Perdition is Even when I have ignore pain up, tradition is still, I can just barely spend fury fast enough to like stay alive. Um, but yeah, that was just, I wanted to make a playstyle video of me going through the rift. I'm going to shut this video off at this time, and I think I'm just going to leave the game because I don't really care about finishing. But anyone that just wanted to see how I would play through the rift, or with this playstyle here, here's a video on it. Thanks, guys.